All right. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Tsukihime, Piece of Blue Glass Moon. Last time we finished the normal end, which was basically the true end from the original, but extended a bit. And well, Seal died, whereas she didn't die in the original. So you know, that's little differences. Little differences. Big difference. So I'm interested to see how they, or what the true end is gonna be, because like, where do they go from there with that, right? I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, hey Meridak. So we got to go back to day 9, right? Was it day 9 or was it day 8? I think it was day 9. Yeah, I think it's goes to be good to Arkansas. I think this is the save. Damn, it was almost 5 months ago. It's yeah, I took way too long to get here. AV6. Oh, day 8. Oh yeah, I have to go here. Right, yeah. The words get stuck in my throat. I have to appeal to Arkwid here, right? I have to admit that I'm more drawn to Arkwid, I think. I don't remember what I did last time. I can't remember this is because one of them. I think the second one I have to tell her the truth, right? Like I have to be completely honest with her. Something like that. I think back to that rainy night. Arkwid was dead, murdered by my hand. And as I was selfishly praying for death to take me, Ciel brought me back from the brink. Yeah. This is a good point. You did save her life. Probably more. I think back to the fight with Love. Yeah, she kept the storm from. Yeah. Ciel fought alone in that frozen wasteland for a cause she stood to gain nothing from. So did Arkwid. Yeah, no, she's making good points, to be honest. I can't argue it. I think back to Ciel's smile at the curry shop. She said she accepted me even if I'm scared, even if I'm lost. That's more to it than just... Okay. Oh, the cat ears are back. Maybe. Hey, Dark Eyes. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, you can't really get mad at her if you said it out loud. Damn, did I say that out loud? Yeah, a little maybe. Aren't you though? Nah, not really. Oh, whatever. It just cut off the butt.
尊敬と好き嫌いは別の話だ。敵味方の話をするなら、俺はお前の方が 何倍も放っておけな
I
い
do think this is interesting that this is the route we have to go for the true end. What did I just say? But I can't lie about how I feel. Oh, maybe this is supposed to be Roa influencing it though, and then, we'll see. Even tonight, I withstood the pain of going without glasses just so I could walk around town with Arkwid. Yeah. I don't know why, but just being with this woman makes me feel like my sins and fears are all erased. So much so that I have to consciously force myself not to wrap my arms around her right here and now. In other words, I just want her. What?
どうした何があった
Are you good? Arkwid hunches over her back, trembling like an excited cat. Then, with a strange cry, she raises both hands into the air.
あいつのことは許せないけど、今の言葉だけで多めに見てあげましょう。
Okay?
気持ちが弾けそうだから、私帰るね。
Can we burst? Never mind. Never mind. Yeah.
帰るっていきなりか
Something bursting together. Yada yada yada.
というか明日もここで待ち合わせでいいんだな
もちろん。四季の言う通り、明日はもっともっと何倍も綺麗になって待ってるね。
How you gonna do that, huh?
いや何倍もってそういう意味じゃ
There she goes. My voice doesn't reach her in time. Arkwid has already leaped away in a flash. Well, surely this won't cause any problems, right?
人間なんてどうでもいいんじゃなかったの
You're an exception, plus you're also technically not really, you know. I can't even complain to her for not acting like a vampire this time. Because that vampire's smile has made me blush so intensely that I have to cover my face.
いや今には笑ってる場合じゃない俺も帰らないと
It's almost midnight. I have to return to the mansion while I still have the energy. This'll go well. Probably. Surely nothing bad could come from this. The iron rod is... I've seen this already, haven't I? Yeah. I'm gonna skip... Just for the sake of time, I'm gonna skip through stuff I've seen. This is one of those instances where I wish I was just recording instead of streaming, because then I could just cut this part out. But now I have to kind of sit here and, you know, figure out what to say, which I'm not doing a great job of, but you know, yeah, it's whatever. It's whatever. Yeah, sure, why not? Save. Arkansas 1. I don't remember how this day started. Okay, apparently I've seen it. Yeah, oh yeah. No, yeah. Oh, by the way, for tomorrow's FGO stream, we're not pulling for one Gina for, reasons. I'll take the more effective one that doesn't hurt. Right? Yeah.
痛くなくて効果がある方をお願いします
Yeah, and this is her confronting us about going to see Arkwid. Yada yada yada. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Blah. Blah blah. Blah blah blah. Look, man, I don't know what to tell you. I'm broke, okay? I made a mistake. And the worst part is, I didn't even get Emiya. I got a 4-star, but it wasn't Emiya some fucking how. So, you know, that's pain. Man. This doesn't affect anything, right? What I choose to do here? I think. Oh no, this... No, I don't think it does, right? Other reasons and patience of being unfaithful. I hedged my bets that I could get Emiya on a single 10 pull, and then after I didn't, I was like, I rage pulled after that. Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah. It was a moment of weakness. But, you know, hopefully we can finish Shimusa and Salem before Wanjina's gone. We can use those Saint Courts to try and get her. And I'll also have to do the advanced quests. I've 7 of them built up. So if I do those, I can get some Saint Courts and then interludes. Okay. This doesn't change anything, right? Try to keep my cool. Yeah, let's just keep skipping through this. Alright, it's here where we'll...
Alright,
he's fighting. Tell me what would happen if I saw UCL. Turn towards the voice coming from behind me, saying there's a woman I've never seen. Her golden hair is bathed in moonlight, body is pale and beautiful. So pale that no corruption can draw near. Though she's the denizen of the night, she sounds like the sun. But she's different. This is not the Arkwid I know. Alright. I assume a lot of this will be the same, but I'm gonna go from here. Just so the choice is in context. She won't hurt us, probably. CL whispers a warning as she steps forward. If she had told me to run from Arkwid before, I would have said she was overstating the danger. But right now, it sure looks like the best course of action. At the same time, I realize that it's impossible. Yeah, no. She would catch her ass. It should be well, yeah, no, but I want to do this anyways, just so when we have the choice, it'll be contextual. The air is unbelievably heavy. Arkwid's crimson eyes are dreadful. Actually, wait, how long is this again? This thing's like an hour, isn't it? Maybe I should just skip it. Because I remember the scene being pretty long. Like 45 minutes or something. Yeah, whatever. Alright. Yeah, Arkwid's about to drop her. Yep, there we go. There's the blood. Ciel's doing her. About to do her fortress thing. Any second now. I think. There it was. She breaks out of it right away. Yada 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 da da da. Oh no, there it is. Third kilometers across. Yeah, she just pops right out of it. And then CL gets put on the defense. Because she's our friend and we respect her.
なんでも何もない。言っただろ。先輩は俺にとって大事な人だ。いくらお前でもこれ以上先輩に手を挙げたら許さないからな。
Didn't you say you turn a blind eye to us being friends with her since we said we were more interested in you? I tighten my grip on the knife in my pocket as I glare at Arquid.
そいつと仲良くなってたらどうなるか。私も言ったはずだけど。
Well, yeah. Arquid glares back at me with a murderous gaze.
どいて。今ならまだ許してあげる。早く。そんな奴をかばうのはやめて。
How about
私にそのナイフを向けないで。
No. Her crimson eyes flicker like a candle's flame. Her bloodlust is no longer aimed at CL, but turned towards me instead. My throat and mouth become painfully dry. My instincts warn me that this is my last chance to back off. But even so...
ダメだ。お前が先輩に手を挙げないと言うまでどかない。
聞きたくない。どいて式。
お前こそ引けアルクエイド。お前は俺に言ったじゃないか。人間は殺さないって。
Well, CL's...
あれは俺を安心させるための嘘だっていうのか。
I mean, CL hardly. I mean, you'll see. You'll see in a moment, I guess. He doesn't know that quite yet.
私は人間は殺さない。けど人間の規格を大きく外れた命には敬意を表してる。だから対等の存在として殺すことも厭わないわ。例えばあなたやそこの女みたいな相手にはね。
One step. Arquid takes one step closer. Though my legs are trembling so fiercely that I think they may take off on their own, I hold back the urge to run. Yeah, stand your ground, man. You got it.
あなたはまた。
I'd really rather not, but... Arquid casually closes in on me.
一度目は許した。けれど二度目を許せる自信がない。
Oh, we know. Well, I mean, you did kind of forgive us in the other ending, but... Yeah, sure. It was a bad time for a while, though.
いくらあなたの直視の目でも今の私から死を読み取ることはできないでしょう。
No. She's right in front of me. Her golden eyes bore into mine. Anxiety has frozen not only my heart, but every cell in my body. My spine has been ripped clean out. My organs have been turned inside out. This overwhelming sense of despair is beyond anything Vlav could muster. It's as though every part of the universe has turned its hateful gaze onto me. There's nothing I can do. This is what it means to make Arquid your enemy. She's too fundamentally different from living beings to be fought. Attacking her would be meaningless. In order to save CL, in order for either of us to have any chance of survival, my only option is to stop her using my words. I'll tell her, I'll hate you if you do this. Will this really work? Yeah, hopefully. It's how I feel, but I have no idea how she'll respond.
待て、アルクエイド。いいのか？本当にいいのか？
She's pretty sure.
言ってることがわからない。いいのかって何がいい？
Go on.
そ これ以上進んだらお前のこと嫌いになるからな。
Your response, Arkwid? Yeah, you don't want him to hate you, huh? I don't believe it. That worked. She actually stopped.
ダメ。逃げて遠のく。
Ciel, shut up! Please! It's working!
先輩。
It happens in an instant. Like, did you not see her eyes go back to normal and her, like, stop? Like, what? Like, Ciel, just let him cook, please. Though she's wounded so badly that she can barely stand, Ciel still gets in front of me.
生命力だけはさすがね。でもそれでどうするの？さっきの大魔術で魔力は空っぽのくせに。今のあなたじゃ式の盾にもならない。式が無茶をしている間に逃げればよかったのに。あなたこそそんな気もないくせに笑わせないでください。私が背中を見せれば喜んでとどめを刺す気だったでしょう。
After what just happened between us, I don't know about that.
でもおあいにくさまでしたね。私はまだ戦えます。だって彼を
I mean,
無関係な人々を守るのは私の役目なんですから。
are we an innocent bystander? Are we?
先輩。
Her breathing is ragged. Her clothes are soaked in blood, and still she puts on a brave front, trying desperately to protect me.
あなたも下がってください。ここは私が。
Are they gonna do the same back and forth?
もう下がるのは先輩の方だ。
They're gonna do the same. It's the. I was hoping.
いいから
We'll see.
休んでろ。ここは俺が何とかするから。でもありがとう。大好きです先輩。
Okay. That's weird. Why would he? I guess he can love them both. I guess, but it's gonna be the same thing. I scrambled to put myself in front of CL. I must think I'm invincible. I wouldn't even flinch if Arkwid glowered at me with those golden eyes again. This is the stupidest thing I've ever done.
待ってください。無理ですから。遠野くんじゃアルクエイドに殺されちゃいます。ここを何とかするのは私の方ですよ。
そんな傷で何言ってるんですか。いいから下がって。ほら、ここで意地を張るのは俺の役目です。たまには先輩を守らせてください。
守るってでも。
Arkwid's just like. We grab each other's shoulders and shuffle back and forth, fighting over who gets to stand in front of the other. It's like we're performing a little dance. I don't know what's gotten into us, but it's actually kind of fun. Not fun for everyone, though. Yeah, Arkwid's like, the fuck? A certain onlooker trembles with fury as she watches our friendly bickering.
何よバカ。もういい。式なんて知らない。
maybe it'll make sense later, but I hate the fact that this ended up being the exact same, despite us telling her in the previous choice that we are more drawn to her, and then did the I'll hate you if you do this. I hate that it ended up the exact same. I actually really am kind of disappointed, but
そんなにシエルが大事なら勝手にすれば。私もう助けてあげないから。
Well, we'll see. I know it puts us on the true end, but I'm talking like in this scene here, the fact that it's the exact same.
アルクエイド。
いい、私帰る。言っておくけど、その女はあなたが思っているような真っ当な人間じゃないから。利用されて絞り取られて薄皮一枚にまでなればいいわ。
Arkwid shouts at me angrily and turns away in a huff.
なんだよそれ。お前だってさっき物騒なこと言ってたじゃないか。俺を自分のものにするとかなんとか。
私は隠し事はしないもん。 四季が好きって言っただけよ。じゃあね、後で私に泣きついても聞いてあげないから。せいぜい血を吸われないよう気をつけることね。
Arquid, still clearly upset, leaps up out of the park like a shooting star darting across the night sky. It feels like she left. Everything unfolded a little too quickly for me to wrap my head around. CL and I look up into the darkness that swallowed Arquid, dumbfounded.
星になってしまいましたね、彼女。
Yeah.
星というよりロケットっぽかったですけど。
The two of us blankly share the first words that come to mind.
そうじゃなくて。
Oh, what were you gonna say?
なんて無茶をするんですか、遠野くんは。神祖と戦おうとするなんて自殺願望にも程があります。
I mean, we were pretty confident she wouldn't do anything to us. This is gonna be all the same, right? Yeah, I'll finish out this night and then we'll start skipping again. CL lectures me with her hands on my shoulders. I don't object. She's absolutely right.
そうでしたね。今でも背中すげえ冷たいです。
I don't think you would have.
あいつやるときは本当用じゃないから。
そこまで分かっていてどうして。
だって先輩を放っておけないし。その改めてありがとうございます先輩。俺のために戦ってくれたのぐらいわかります。
Nah.
はい、お礼を言うなら私もでした。
No thanks needed.
遠野くんがいなかったらどうなっていたかわからなかったんです。
CL shyly looks down at her feet. Yeah, this is just gonna be her, like, slitting her neck open, blood spewing, then she takes off. You know what, fine. Yeah, Roa's trying to... Yeah, we're seeing Roa's decision to become a dead apostle. And then there we go. Alright. Can I just skip this entire day? I assume things won't change until the last day, right? I can't imagine it would. Yeah, we'll just skip until it stops us, I guess. Nothing to... Oh, the choice and all. Okay, yeah. This won't change anything. Did I not do one of these? I think I didn't. No, I did both of them already. Okay, it doesn't matter then. Today's CL's my priority, I guess. Alright, and skip. Skipper. If I do come across a choice where I didn't see the other one, then I guess we'll do that, but... I think I did at least 2 of these. I did all 3, okay. Biggest curry fiend. But yeah, going back to FGO, the, Wait, I didn't do this though, did I? Yeah, no, I didn't do the... It's fine, we can discuss that after school. We can discuss... Wait, this leads to a bad end, doesn't it? Or does it just skip the... us talking? I don't know. If I bring it up now, we'll both be late for class. I've caused her enough trouble already. Bad end, yep. Yeah, we might as well. Sure, why not?
じゃあ放課後に先輩。
May as well. I don't mind seeing a bad end. CL's footsteps echo through the hallway as we go our separate ways. Another day of school draws to a close. The hours crawled by, but I tried my hardest to focus on my work. I often have to miss classes due to my condition, so it's important to make the most of the ones I do attend.
さて。
And that will be your undoing. Now I can relax with CL guilt-free. With my bag in hand, I head to the deserted corridors of the student club's annex. Oh, shiki, shiki, shiki. Oh, hi!
四季君、シエルさんと一緒じゃないの？
I mean, that's why we came here.
ノエル先生こそどうして茶道室に？
Wait, that's a dumb question. This room's effectively CL's base of operations. It makes sense that Noel-sensei would use it too. They're a team after all, yeah?
私はお留守番。お昼にちょっと私たちの上の方で動きがあってね。マーリオって生意気な司祭がいるんだけど、そいつにシエルさん呼ばれちゃったのよ。何か報告を忘れてねえかって。ああ、もうやめてやめちゃう。はい、四季君にもお茶とケーキ。二人で一緒にやけ食いしちゃおうぜ。
Yeah, I'd love to stuff you. I mean, what, with cake. A cup of tea and a slice of cake lie on the table in front of her.
まったく。それ、シエル先輩の虎の子ですよ。
So don't come crying to me, I silently warn her as I sit down and take a sip of tea. I'm sure CL won't be that mad. Probably. The tea is spiked, isn't it? We're gonna be paralyzed and then she'll
いい子よね、四季君。
cut us up. I would like to think so.
自分は食べたくもないのに合わせてくれるんだもの。ああ。君がもうちょっとひどいやつなら、後腐れのない仕事だったの。
what do you mean? I look up as the implication of her words sinks in. The world swims before my eyes. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Warning signals fire along my spine, urging my numbed body to action. Well, I stagger to my feet and stumble towards the door.
努力は買うけど残念しょ。最後の食事が安物のケーキでごめんね。
No, it's fine. There we go. Something heavy comes down on the back of my head. A blow delivered without a hint of restraint. My consciousness blinks out of existence. My body lists sideways like a rotten tree. The crimson sun sets on the motionless body of an all too naive student. Rip. I mean, I wouldn't say that was this.
やっぱりそうじゃない。
Same.
やっぱりそうじゃない。
Maybe it is.
やっぱりそうじゃない。
Well, what'd you know? A quiet voice reaches my ears. It's cracked and raspy, as though shredding the throat it passes through. As I recognize the woman it's coming from. I mean, it's a little bit different. Wasn't she in her nun's habit in the other version of it? I realized that my own voice is being choked. Some kind of gag's been stuffed into my mouth. I try to speak, but only drool comes out. I hear a ragged breathing. It takes a moment to register that it's my own. But I feel no discomfort, yeah. Hi, Chef, yeah, that's Makes sense when you're probably just ahead. Yeah, it is ending up the same. Okay. I'll just skip, yeah. Was she in her nun's habit in the other version of it? I don't remember. I want to say she was, but I assume this will be the same, right? Yeah, because if I remember correctly, it gives us 2 hints about, and it, yeah, so yeah, we'll just skip that. Well, unfortunate. Can I flowchart this? Yeah, no, you can't flowchart forward. Okay. I don't know why I picked the one that makes it so I have to fast forward for longer. Yeah, perfect 10. Yada 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 yada. Alright, from here. Actually, if we come across another, I'll just jump straight to asking about Arquid. But yeah, if we come across another scene that would lead to a bad end, and I haven't done that bad end, because there's a couple I didn't get, then we'll probably go ahead and do them. Maybe. Okay, I can't let her go alone. I'll join her. Some fucked up shit happens down here. She tries to murder us. It's a whole thing. Yeah, most of this stream's probably just gonna end up being skipping through the stuff. So yeah, going back to what I was saying before, I got Heracles from my Merlin / Emiya banner attempts, which was interesting. If they're gonna give me a 4-star, I wish it would have been the 4-star I was after. But hey, Heracles ain't bad. I'll take Heracles. Could have been worse. I also got a second Atlante copy, so I was able to upgrade her Noble Phantasm, even though I don't have any real plans to use Atlante, but you know, it's yeah, it's whatever. I can't believe that though. I got 2 4 stars from it, neither of which were the one that has a write-up. Like, bruh. But yeah, I'm not too mad about getting Herc. When I got him, I had 2 10 pulls left. I should have stopped there. I should have taken Herc and been happy with it, but no. I had to be stubborn and be like, no, give me Emiya. And I should have just stopped when I had it good. But I didn't. I was a fool. And yeah, it's it is what it is, as they say. Yeah. But he'll try and get through Shimusa and Salem, and hopefully we can finish those before Wanjina's gone and use those Saint Courts on her. I am probably not gonna get any kind of luck though. Let's be real here. Surely you skip a class. You skip hang on, flowchart. Yeah, I've only done the middle one. These don't lead to bad ends, right? I can do whatever. Surely you pull some strings with the student council.
生徒会を牛耳ってるぐらいはありなのかなと。
ありません。そもそも生徒会会員の皆さんは大変優秀です。学校行事をより良くしようとする姿勢だけでなく、来るべき中高一貫校への変化に対応できるよう日々努力なさっています。私がしていることなんてちょっと弱気ですぐネガティブになってしまう会長氏のお尻を叩くくらいです。
You know, that'd be interesting, seeing what she got up to when helping the student council, mainly, again, you know, like you said, cheering out the president up, like, I don't know, it'd be funny if they did like an animated short that was just like 2 minutes long. That was just, you know, what exactly that entailed.
また、
Because like, who is
支援で
this?
行動しがちな人物なので、
Who
そういう
is the
時は
student council
ボク
president
シング
that
ジム
just
などに連れて行
cheer
く
up?
くらいです。
Taking boxing?
なるほど。
So she's got the president himself wrapped around her finger. I think she misunderstood what pulling strings means. Is it different in French? Maybe.
ああ、でも先輩、茶道部については疑問があるというか、質問があるというか、前に部員はいないって言ってましたけど。
Yeah, we can skip from here. Herc is ultra good once you get his bond 10. Oh, is this the one where he starts the battle with guts? Or is that a different thing? She's absolutely right. Yeah, we're not, yeah. Because that's just a bad end. Absolutely right. Oh. What? Or is this the bad end? Wait, what? Why can't I? She's got a point. I thought I did this already. Given the condition I'm in, I wouldn't be much fun to hang out with anyway. Better to play it safe this time. It's not like I'll never I thought the going out led to bad end. Did it not? I thought it... Alright. You know, I thought pushing Kohaku down and going out led to a bad end for some reason. And that we ended up doing this one anyway to... Okay. It's not like I'll never see them again.
そう
Was it a bad end in the original?
今日は
For some reason, I remember this choice leading to a bad end. Yes. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I could have sworn we got a bad end by going out and then having to come back and do this one anyway. Huh.
よかった。お休みいただけるんですね。四季さん、お一人で歩けますか？
いやごめん
No, probably not. I'm barely able to stay on my feet.
あ、ちょうどよかった、翡翠ちゃん。四季さんをお部屋までお連れして。
That would require her touching us, though.
姉さん。ですが、私は。翡翠ちゃん、四季さんは病人なんですよ。困っている人を見捨てるのはあなたの性格じゃないでしょ。
I think in her way, this is Kohaku probably trying to help Hisui as well. Trying to help her get over her, understandable aversion to getting touched by men. Yeah, but for some reason I thought... I know that's the choice for that, but I thought it led to us dying. For some reason. I don't know why. Because I thought we saw the outfit and then we got brought home and then something happened and we died. I don't know. Also, I think, Meridak, I think you're behind a little bit. Eh, 今日ぐらいは私が許します。ちゃんと四季さんを看病するべきです。That's interesting. The fact that she says, "Don't worry about me." Because Hisui's hang up about being touched is because of what happened to Kohaku, and she wanted to honor Kohaku's, like, basically sacrifice for all those years to protect her. So it's interesting that they put the "don't worry about me" here. It's like, it's kind of hinting at that whole ordeal before their roots are even out for the remake. You haven't done this in the remake, and the original maybe was a bad end. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. はい。ごめんなさい、姉さん。わがままを言って。分かってくれればいいんです。それでお薬は見つかった？ Yeah, no, just, you know, no, after that first exchange, I knew I didn't see it, but when we first got to the choice and I tried skipping is when I was, like, confused. But no, I know I definitely haven't seen this, but for some reason I thought I had. Again, I have to have had seen the original version because I think I ended up doing both versions of that, but I don't know, it's weird. I don't know. その姉さんの部屋の薬箱は多すぎて、解熱剤はこれでしょうか？それはちょっと違う用途に使うものです。四季さんはしっかりしてますから、まだ精神安定剤はいりません。そうですね。見たところ、四季さんの熱は疲れから来ているようですから。Yeah, you should probably go find it yourself, Kohaku. Hisui doesn't know how you have things organized. Yeah. Yeah,
すぐに行くからあとはよろしくね。
that's probably for the best. Kohaku takes off toward the west wing, where her room is.
それでは四季様、お部屋にお連れします。
With a polite apology, Hisui hesitantly offers me her shoulder to lean on. With her help, I make my halting way up the stairs. The pained expression she makes along the way sears itself into my brain, far more than organizing. What the hell? Far more agonizing. Why did I read that as organizing? What the helly? Than any headache. In the end, I leave Kohaku to contact Ciel, who by now must be waiting by the cinema, and collapse into bed. My headache won't let up. Fortunately, my fever is broken. I don't know if it's because I know what their deal is, but I feel like the remake is way more overt with the Hisui Kohaku stuff before their roots are even a thing or out, right? Again, maybe it's because I already know, so I'm picking up on some of it more. But I swear the remake feels more overt with the hints. I don't know. Fortunately, my fever is broken to the point that I can hardly feel my limbs. So that's something at least. All I have to do now is lie still until my headache clears.
姉さんはマキッサ様のご好意で薬剤師としての教育を受けさせていただいたんです。マキッサ様が亡くなられる前はマキッサ様の健康面での相談役でもありました。
Hisui, having resumed her usual blank expression, takes it upon herself to break the silence. Pain lances through my skull, like someone stabbed a knife into my temple and is rotating it like a can opener. Oh, okay. That sounds great. I love that. Hisui watches over me silently, oblivious to my agony. The knife digs in deeper. Its tip carves through flesh to scrape against bone.
四季様、まだどこか痛むのですか？
A little bit.
きつい。悪いけど。
Dude, what do you want, buddy?
はい。何でしょう。
目障りだから出て行ってくれ。
Okay,
そこにいられると。
again, it's hard.
眠れない。
It's hard to be mad with him talking to her like this, because again, he's in major pain, and he's mainly telling her to get out so he doesn't do anything. So it's hard to. I still hate that he talks to Hisui like that, but again, it's understandable given the circumstance. So I can't. Yeah.
はい。それでは失
But
礼
it makes her so sad.
ご用がありましたらお呼びください。
Why they gotta do best girl like this? Hisui leaves the room. I feel a weight lift from my chest. My headache subsides too. Now at last I can get a good night's sleep. An ear-splitting knock. The door opens.
失礼します。兄さん、起きていらっしゃいますか？
Yeah, kinda.
ああ、起きてるよ。何か用か、アキラ。
My dry throat's turned my voice into an old man's croak. I don't even recognize it as my own. Yeah.
いえ、兄さんが貧血で休んでいると聞いたので、様子を見に来ただけです。
Look, I get annoyed at Akiha in every route but her own. But she's being genuinely, like, concerned. Please, Shiki, please. Akiha surveys my bedridden body. Concern is written all across her face. My headache must be making me irritable. All this fussing is getting on my nerves. Oh boy.
体はなんともない。看病されるほどのものでもないから、こうして一人で休んでいる。
Again, I get it.
お前も自分の部屋に戻れ。
He's in extreme pain and yeah, but still.
翡翠の報告通りですね。今の兄さんは体はもちろん精神まで落ち込んでいるようです。
Yeah, no, he's not doing well.
ですが、食事はどうなさるおつもりですか？じき夕食の時間ですが。
Dinner time? Dinner's right in front of you, huh? Right, of course, it's that time of day. But I'm not hungry, and I really don't feel like eating anything.
食欲はないから、夕食はいい。
Understandable.
いいから今日は下がってくれ。気分が悪いんだ。
わかりました。今日はゆっくりお休みください。ですが、起きていらっしゃるのなら、部屋の電気ぐらいはつけてください。暗がりにいると、目を悪くするでしょう。
いいんだ。この方が、落ち着くから。
I mean, she's just looking out for you, buddy. Oh boy. Akiha, just leave him be. You really don't want to piss him off right now. For a moment, it seems as though Akiha wants to say something else, but then she walks out of the room. Hang on, I just have to answer this message I got a second ago. Oh, man. Okay. But yeah, no, smart of her to not, continue trying to push it and engage. Best to just let things lie. Ugh, everyone's pissing me off today. First Hisui, then Akiha. Why are they all handling me with kid gloves? I think they're just trying to be nice to you because you're feeling bad, but okay. Don't they realize I'm used to this by now? This is a bit different than your usual, attacks, though. It's not like I'm coughing up blood, or biting anyone's neck, or missing a limb. Can't they just let me deal with it on my own? It's called people caring about you, Shiki. Gurk. I hear my own teeth grinding in the darkness. And I feel my own nerves start to putrefy. I wonder. The thirst is even worse than the headache. It makes me want everyone in the house. Staying awake is only going to put me in an even worse mood. Besides, the sun's already gone down. Yes, I'm not particularly tired, but I should try and get some sleep anyway. And then Roa's like, let me introduce myself. I wake up struggling to breathe. Quickly I get out of bed, change my clothes, and retrieve my knife from the drawer. There's always a pitcher of water in the dining room. I think I can skip from here, right? Yeah. He drags the woman into an alley and almost kills her, but then he comes to himself at the last moment and he's like, ah! And runs home. That's a pretty succinct retelling of what goes on there, I think. The hours flow thick, hot, and slow like molten metal. Alright, yeah, he holds up in his room. And then he assaults Kohaku, who tries to... Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll just skip through this. I mean, there's a bunch of other stuff too, but it ends with him assaulting Kohaku and then running away. Did I do both of these? No. Oh, I didn't. Huh. Turn Kohaku away. The door creaks open. It's all over. Yelling at her now won't stop her from coming in. Even so, eating dinner is out of the question. I couldn't bear where it would lead. The temptation would be irresistible. My parched throat and tattered self-restraint would crave relief. And the last of my identity would vanish from existence, crushed beneath the weight of my desire. My breathing grows harder. I have to restrain myself. Somehow.
四季さん、中に入りますからね。ってどうなされたんですか、これ。
I always thought it was interesting how light-hearted that what she says is. Like, oh my, look at this place. Like, that's, you'd think she'd be a bit more concerned. Her smile doesn't fade, but her eyes widen as she takes in the scored walls and dismembered furniture. There's no shadow of fear on her sweet features. No trace of wariness in her all-too vulnerable figure. Her porcelain skin, which may well have been sculpted for the sole purpose of driving men mad, glows with raw vitality.
四季さん、これはあんまりです。気が立ってしまう時は誰にだってあると存じていますが、これはちょっとやりすぎだと思いますよ。
Kohaku. There's no hesitation in her voice. No forced calm. Even after seeing the ruin I've made of my room, she approaches me with her usual tenderness. I mean, it makes sense to a degree. She had to deal with Makihisa, and then she kept... You know... She was the main one caring for other Shiki. I assume that's the same in the remake? We'll see when it gets to her route, I guess, in the second part, but... I assume that's the same. So... It makes sense that she'd be used to things like this. I can't hold it back, but I have to. I can't bear it, but I have to. I feel her trust, her compassion. If she still sees good in me, then I've got to shut myself away, even if that means cutting my own throat.
四季さん、おかしいですよ。何があったらこんな風になっちゃうんですか？
But she won't let me. Smiling, approaches my fetal figure on the bed. Ah, bad luck, someone inside me sneers. This woman is no stranger to caring for the sick. She approaches me cautiously but gently, never dropping her kind smile for a second. I must not be the first beast she's had to treat. No, you're the third. Or... at least the second. I'm assuming third. Again, I'm assuming her being the one to twist Shiki a little bit is still canon to the remake, so... yeah. Hurry. No, no, no. Hurry. I don't want this. Hurry. Stop. Hurry. Shut up. And I guess taking care of Akiha would count too, so I guess that's 4, actually. But Akiha's probably less volatile than the other 3. He's warning you, Kohaku. Straining the last of my reason to its breaking point. I squeeze those words from my throat. It's a monumental effort.
ごめんなさい。よく聞こえませんでした。
Yeah, and you not catching that will be your undoing.
申し訳ありませんが、もう一度言っていただけます？
But it only makes things worse. And reassured that I'm no danger, suspecting nothing brings her face closer, ever closer, to my trembling body and ravenous jaws. One pale finger touches my shoulder, filled with pulsing blood, radiating gentle warmth, and sparks burst in the back of my head. Ah. Rip. I said it last time, but... yeah, no, she definitely... yeah. Yeah. Nice slam on the brakes, but the wires have been cut. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure she knew what she was doing when she... came in and approached us. My body is no longer my own. I can't fight my thirst for blood. I pour all my strength into my legs, trying to keep them from closing the distance. But it only achieves the opposite effect. I pour all my strength into my arms, trying to keep them from pinning her down. But I only succeed in tightening their grip. I fight to protect her with all I have. But none of me is working as it should. As a last resort, I bite off my tongue. If I can't breathe, my body should stop. Please stop, please stop, please stop. But my right hand, the hand I've raised to tear her open, plunges into my mouth, keeping my tongue from blocking my windpipe. I think this is I'm pretty sure I could skip from here, but... and my left hand I fight hardest of all, until tears well in my eyes, until blood streams from my nose. But it won't let me move so much as a finger. And it coils around its prey like a snake. And it squeezes tight around her pale throat. Well, and then I come to. Kohaku, you alive? My gasping laughter brings me to my senses. The glasses I thought had disappeared are by my feet. Something lost, now found. I don't understand how. I don't want to try. But now I can bring reality back into focus. And once I do... I see Kohaku's lying in front of me. She isn't moving. Maybe she's unconscious. Maybe she's dead. At this point, I can't even tell. All I'm certain of is the immutable reality of my deeds. Yeah. My hands dangle uselessly by my sides, the left dripping scarlet, the right equally bloody from its attempt to stop the left. I feel a throbbing in my mouth as my tongue regrows. Me and her, blood and pain. That's all there is. I've lost my mind. Yeah. I'm so far gone, there's no way back. With all my force of will, I couldn't stop a single finger. My brain shrivels up. My stomach threatens to expel everything. My guilt lapses into rising thirst. I long to grasp her pale throat, her inviting flesh, and sink my teeth in deep. Maybe don't do that. I must be broken. Broken beyond repair. This is as far as I go. I don't think I can stay sane anymore. Chill. Out. I have to get out. If I stay here, I'm going to kill Kohaku. And if I stay in the mansion, I'll do the same to Akiha and Hisui. I have to get away before the urges come back. I have to lock myself away. I have to find somewhere to lock myself away, or I'll go mad again. I flee the house like a starving beast. Perhaps I feel it on my skin, or perhaps my hearing has grown more acute. The ringing in my ears pierces through my brain. I think this is, yeah. He calls CL here in a moment. And then they go meet at the crater. And then she's like, well, well, well. Look who it is. Yeah, we just keep skippa. Dodge. It was dodge forward, right? Yeah. I mean, I guess I could dodge backward and get the bad end. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah. Dodge backward. I leap backwards. Sensing danger, I decide to retreat. In a single bound, I put several meters between us. And she's already behind you. I'm the only one surprised. Or not. CL's face is impassive as she pursues me, bayonet at the ready. I break for the edge of the crater, where a slope of debris leads up to ground level. It's terrifying how agile I've become. I speed through the air like a bullet. Yeah, but not fast enough. At this pace, there's no way she can catch me. Oh, you sure about that? You positive? And then abruptly, I stop. No signal from my brain, no obstruction. Not even inertia is responsible. My body simply halts in place. I urge myself forward, but my legs won't listen. Nor can I turn my body. The soles of my feet are rooted to the earth. No. Still facing forward, I turn my head around, and I see the black key stuck in the rubble behind me. It's a thin blade, neatly pinning my shadow. Must be keeping me glued to the ground. Oh. Okay. I strain to move my legs. That's a interesting ability. But they won't budge a single millimeter. The image of a dog caught in a bear trap comes to mind as I struggle in vain. She,
浅はかですね。逃げるにしても、もう少しうまいやり方があったでしょうに。
maybe. The bow of the church arrives.
先輩。
Mm-hmm.
体まで吸血鬼化しているあなたを外に出すわけにはいきません。ここでその魂を断罪します。
What if we say 5 Hail Marys? would that let us off the hook? No? No Hail Marys? Okay, got it. Fair enough. Her stake driver rears back for the killing blow. Not wanting to provoke her prey, perhaps, the executor slips smoothly out of my field of view.
さようなら。せめてこれで。
A quick death, yeah. With a whisper almost too quiet to hear. She presses her gun to my vampire heart and pulls the trigger on her censure. The report rings through my bones like a church bell. Blood from my pulverized organs sprays out of my mouth. A blast of light cleaves my brain in two. That probably didn't feel good. And in my last moments, I see an old book within me, its pages scattering as I fade away. Yeah. That probably wasn't a good feeling. If I were to hazard a guess, that probably didn't feel very good. I mean, getting penetrated by CL in most cases probably would, but in this instance, probably not. I mean, what? Dubious hint segment number 17, sure. Yeah, you murdered us! How dare you!
おっと、ヒロインとの殺し合いは初めてか？まあ落ち着けよボーイ。悲しいけどこれがシールなんだ。容赦のないスパイシーモンスターなんだ。
Damn, saying that when she's right there.
主人公におかれましては、あと2、3回くらい。ちょっとコンビニ行くくらいの気持ちでデッドエンドを迎えていただければ。
そうですね。経験に敵に背中を見せてはいけません。
Well, yeah, no, yeah.
撤退するなら、せめて相手の体勢くらいは崩しておきましょう。
Final Fantasy. Them stats, though. Yeah.
ガラ空きの背中なんてただの的ですから、スピードで負けているならなおさらです。
Yeah, no, you right.
戦闘経験は相手の方が圧倒的に上なので、ここは奇抜な発想。
Like running straight at them.
あるいは決死の選択で立ち向かってください。大丈夫。ここを切り抜ければ、きっとチャンスはありますよ。
Yeah, no. We've played these games before. This was an intentional by little Shiki. I mean, we don't have a chance, but we just have to survive for a little bit. As long as we survive for a few minutes, it'll turn out okay.
生きろメガネ。
Thanks for your confidence in me, Neko Arc. Appreciate. Oh, I didn't save there, did I? I have to go through all that again to get back there. God damn it. Wait, if I continue, will it put me back there? Wait, maybe? No, damn it. Okay. That, I should have saved. Go through all this again. Alright, we are now. 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 No. Now. That counts. Dodge forward. Keep skipper. Keep up the skipper. Yeah, she breaks our, like, well, not breaks, she completely, like, disintegrates our arm. Yeah, that's fun. Then she comes stalking after us. This is another bad end. Wait. Don't we take them off, but we throw them? No. Do I want to do another bad end right now? I kind of just want to keep... I'll come back and get these bad ends later. I'll come back for them. Probably. Maybe. No, I probably will. And as we start to leave here, here's Noelle. Noelu. And she's about to put us in her genjutsu. Itachi, motherfucker. Tsukihime. Oh, this is gonna be a long skipper. Take seal and run, right? I'm pretty sure the first one is bad end. Yeah, take seal and run. Oh, Noelle. You severely underestimate the strength of her heart. Seal, we just have to hold you down for a minute. Or for a few minutes, really. And then, when you least expect it, bam! Out of nowhere. This was also bad end, right? But did we do it? No. Nah, I'm gonna keep going. I don't really... We can get these bad ends later. It's fine. Nah, it wouldn't be right. Just before I sever her head, I stop myself. And then CL is here. Or not. Oh, wait, no, wait, we have to kill a bunch of her ghouls first. And then CL shows up and blocks this for us. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Man, she's breaking herself out of it. There we go. And then CL makes pretty short work of her, to be honest. Like, she deals with her rather quickly. Like, the actual fight, even without skipping, is only like a couple minutes. Oh yeah, she does this, and it doesn't actually do anything. Which that was disappointing. I'll be honest. When we looked at this before, I was disappointed that when she unlocked, you know, used that other syringe and unlocked the extra idea blood. I was a bit sad that they didn't do more with that. I don't know. I had hoped Noelle would be a larger threat than she ended up being. I think. Yeah, she's gonna take us back to her apartment. Oh. Oh yeah, this is where she kills like 30. Or she doesn't kill them, does she? I don't remember. I think it says she knocked them. Maybe she did kill them. I don't know. 30 executors. Because, you know, they made a mistake in challenging her. What's the context for this again? Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Before we do the second one, let's do the first, because I assume these aren't bad ends. So let's just do Silence is Golden, and I'll let it go. I would be very surprised if we somehow died because of this, but I'm dying to ask, but I'm not sure this is a good time to tease CL. As much as it pains me, I have to let it go.
でもほら、くぐってきた修羅場が違いますもんね。先輩は吸血鬼退治のプロフェッショナルなわけだし。俺は吸血鬼になりかけなんだから、先輩が非常に徹したのは当然というか。
Uh-oh. She's gone fully unresponsive. I fumble for a way to salvage the conversation, but come up short.
参りました。先輩、何か言ってください。
Awkward mother truckers.
それとも、俺なんかとは話したくない。
It's not that. She swallows hard, then looking as though she's about to burst into tears. Her voice is so quiet I can barely hear it. Yeah, no, I know I could fast forward, but still.
私は遠野くんが思っているような人間じゃないのに、どうしてそんなに私に優しくできるん
Well,
ですか？
he doesn't care.
そんな資格、私にはありはしないのに。
But you do, though. You do.
資格なんて俺にだってなかったですよ。
And you took him in and, you know, was like, hey, you know, just repent, you know, it's all good. Okay, I'll skip from here. And they yap for a bit, and then they get into bed together, and they, you know, have to wait until morning, because if he goes to sleep at night, things could go bad. And then Roa starts trying to take over. And then we run out and run into Arkwid. And from there, things are going to get different. Hey, Arkwid.
こんばんは。私の素敵な殺人鬼さん。
Oh, what a perfect spot to stop fast forwarding at. Oh, hi, Arkwid. Nice to see you again.
こうして会うのは久しぶりね。
There she stands as I've seen her in my dreams. Arkwid, Princess of Vampires. I know this will be the same convo up until the choice, but I'm gonna go through it anyway. At first, I wonder if it's a trick of my fraying sanity. But no, though Arkwid looks the same as ever, something about her demeanor has changed. She has neither the regal bearing from Roa's memories, nor the carefree innocence I recall from my own. Now she stands somewhere in between.
アルクエイド、お前帰ったんじゃなかったのか。
Yeah, unfortunately no. She'd been watching
ど
you.
うしてそう思うの？
She'd been hanging out.
私、自分からこの町を去ると告げたかしら。
No, so I suppose you didn't. She smiles knowingly. Her manner is both beautiful and terrifying. She is at once a graceful maiden plucking flower petals, and a cruel child ripping out a butterfly's wings. Even now, my first instinct is to run to her and pick up where we left off. I never meant to fall out with her, especially not to the point that we'd stop speaking. Yet something tells me to keep my distance. All my senses are screaming at me in alarm. The only reason she's still here is to find Roa. Ergo, she learns that I'm Roa's. Oh, she knows. Oh, she knows. Don't you worry.
ロアはもう死んだって言ったのはお前だろ。死者の後始末だって先輩がやってくれるんだし。お前がこの町に残る理由はもうないんじゃないか。
You know she can sense Roa, right? You know she has an innate sense of where he's at. So I keep my tone flat, trying to hide my fear. I'm only repeating what she said to me before. Surely she'll be convinced by her own. No.
棺にいたロアが殺したわ。でもロアそのものは殺していない。私には魂を殺す手段はないってシキも知っているでしょ。
そうだったな。次の転生を待つしかないんだっけ。
その事情が変わったの。運がいいことに10年以上も待つ必要はなくなった。だってロアは依然私の目の前にいるんだもの。
Silence falls. Arkwid's crimson eyes turn savagely on me. Yeah, you're not slick, Shiki. You ain't slick, bro. My lungs freeze. Goosebumps ripple across my skin. Before such a deeply alien presence, my reality starts to unravel. Sorry. I don't know why, but the word unravel makes me think of the song Unravel from Tokyo Ghoul. I can't breathe. My throat's paralyzed. Every last instinct screams that if I move so much as a muscle, my head will roll. Probably because it will. While I was still human, I had the luxury of ignorance. But not anymore. My vampiric senses leave me in no doubt of the danger I'm in. I can't beat her. I can't even flee. We may both be vampires, but that's where the similarities end. I might as well be an ant trying to take down an elephant. Damn, you calling her fat?
バカなシキ。
No.
あんな女に肩入れしなければそんな目に遭わなかったのにね。
For whatever reason, she doesn't move. For now. Well, is it because she knows she could dispatch me at any time? Nah, she's watching me for something.
そんな目ってなんだよ。毎日充実してるぞ、俺。
Are you though? Are you really?
物は言いようね。信じた人間に殺されかけたり、吸血鬼になった女に殺されかけたりしたのが充実。
Tsukihime is a fair point.
そんなことでいいのなら、私も混ざればよかったかな。私を裏切った式のために、もっと残酷な遊びを考えてあげたのに。
I mean, hey, is it really betrayal? We just didn't want you to kill CL. It's not like we wanted to fight you. You just gotta chill out a little bit. So that's why she's so upset. I must really have hurt her must really have hurt her by siding with CL. I should have realized. But it's too late for that. I had no way of knowing at the time, but now I'm all too aware. Arkwid and CL are fundamentally opposed. Their differences can never be reconciled.
まあいいわ。シエルの話はしないだろ。
Thank you.
今はもっと聞きたいことがあるんだし。それでどうなの式？自分の中にロアがいる感じ。
It's painful. It gives us really bad headaches. It makes us hurt people.
やっぱり私を殺したくてたまらない。
I mean, so maybe. I'm thrown into a momentary freefall. For all I know, the world really did just shudder. With the smile of a girl picking a flower from the heavens, she rounds on me with indescribable hostility. I see it clearly now. The beast she is. Arkwid has come to kill me. That's why she's here. There are just shy of 7 meters between us. 7 meters. Where even 100 wouldn't be enough.
あのな、何度も言うけど、人を殺人鬼扱いするな。
Rishiki. Buddy. Whatever you say, man. Sure.
俺がおかしくなるのはお前に対してだけだ。殺せるか殺せないかなんていつだって考えてる。
What a weird thing to say. Why am I agreeing with her? Or is that truly how I feel?
相変わらずおかしな人ね。殺人鬼じゃないって言い張るのに、私だけは特別なの。
Again, I said this last
それと
time,
も嘘つきなのかしら。
but why would you want to hear that you're the only one that he wants to kill? It seems a bit odd.
うるさい。黙ってろ吸血鬼。大体な、嘘つきなのはそっちだろ。
Probably.
もちろん。ロアは私が使徒にしたやつだもの。奪われた自分の力がどこで脈づいているかなんて簡単に感じ取れる。覚えてる？シキが私に協力すると言ってくれた夜、死者の食堂を壊した後のこと。
Right. Actually, that was when my headache started. Roa must have reacted badly to me opening up to Arkwid.
そうかよ。じゃああれか。死者狩りは物のついでで、本命は俺の監視だったのか。
That and a little bit of something else.
ああ、そっか。
Well, mostly the other
そういう
thing.
ことになるのね。
But yeah.
式から見ると。観察って意味じゃ合ってるから、それでいいか。いろいろな意味であなたは希少だったから。ロアはここに来て法則を変えた。次の時代に移るのではなく、この時
Alright,
代に
I'm gonna skip now. A little bit.
疑問はあるわ。どうしてロアはあなたに転移したのか。あなたはどうしてそんなことが可能な体なのか。
The weird, weird. It's a whole thing. It goes back to our child. Yeah.
で でも
Don't worry about
もう気にするのはやめることにしたの。
it. Okay.
だって殺してしまえば結果は同じでしょ。
I mean, yeah, I suppose. That's true. The pain is sickening. Roa's memories writhe inside my skull every time Arkwood speaks his name. Why is it focusing in on where her armpit would be? Why is it in the middle of the screen where the armpit crease is? A thump. And then the thighs. Thump. Thump, 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 thump. A faraway memory surfaces. A starry abyss, uncharted by human hands, Mount Tower Castle, see the house is on well, and look at President's heart. So I so memory. I envy him, for this glimpse of eternity is his alone. Kept in ignorance of her own meaning as a true ancestor, she is charged to hunt her fallen kin. She knows nothing of language, of mortality, of time. Above a great canopy obscures the cosmos. Below, the moonlit flowers pale before her radiance. And he thought her beautiful. For the first time in his life. And the last, no doubt, until his dying day. Michael Roa Valdemjong fell in love. Try as it might, there's no denying it. This is Roa's last remaining human emotion. All of the shreds of his former self are indecipherable. Rewritten beyond recognition over countless years and countless lives. But a single scorched moment lies untouched amid the cinders. A memory whose brilliance no number of lifetimes can dim. A comically simple answer to life's mysteries that turned a theologian's world upside down. Now I see. That was why he hated Arkwood so viciously. He had no choice. She stole his innocence. A single glimpse of her overturned his every conviction. That moonlit flower embodied the futility of his grand thesis. What else could he do but despise her very being? I don't know. Except that he had feelings for her. His life's work slipped through his fingers like sand and just, you know. All he could do was curse his own foolish weakness. To protest how easily his dream was usurped. His pride and zeal left him no choice but enmity. He made of her a nemesis whom he might defeat and debase, and in so doing regain his former self. Ah, what a silly, silly little guy. As a man of God, his path was sound, but as a human, it was fatally mistaken. The man who once sought the most powerful true ancestor in order to become immortal, in the end became immortal in order to bring the most powerful true ancestor to her knees. Roa stole Arkwood away. Well, she remained ignorant of her own vampirism, then coerced her into drinking his blood to bind her soul to his. With this single act, all the powers of a vampire became his to command. Well, for her moment of weakness, Arkwood lost her mind and slaughtered her fellow true ancestors. It was for that purpose that he pushed Arkwood to the brink, attained immortality through transmigration, and ceded his lifespan to her control. How could he have been so blind? He thought it was loathing that compelled him to wait for Arkwood lifetime after lifetime. No loathing could accomplish that. It was in all his years devoted to dissecting the human experience. He learned nothing of the human heart. What was it that he felt for her, so strongly that it drove him to alter his course? It may resemble hatred, but hatred could never beget such faith. 'Twas love. Above all else, Roa had faith in Arkwood. Yeah. Faith that she would follow him, deny him, and kill him, time after time. Damn. That's some, hardcore denial play, huh? Whoops. and so lead him to eternity. He knew that destination was a fantasy, yet embarked upon his voyage nonetheless. And so he forged onwards into infinity. He cast his soul adrift on the tides of time, knowing its journey would outlast the man who began it. Such is the ending Michael Roa Valdemjong chose. A little end for a little man who never learned that what drove him was called love. In an instant, or perhaps a lifetime, the last testament of the man who sought infinity through reincarnation, the man at the root of all this tragedy, passes before my eyes. Arkwid watches on wordlessly. She still emanates hostility, bristles with bloodlust, but she allows me time to recover from this reverie. For a brief moment, the idea that this all might be some kind of sick joke crosses my mind.
余裕ね。考える時間をあげたのに、そんな無駄なことに使うなんて。
No.
逃げる算段はしないの？
Not quite.
それともとっくに観念して、私に首を差し出すつもりなの？シキ。
Yeah, there's no way I'm lucky enough for it to be that easy. I'm a vampire now, and Arkwid doesn't mess around when it comes to her fellow vampires.
どっちもありえない話だ。俺はロアなんてやつには負けない。明日になれば、きっと。
I'm sure CL will come back with an answer. My job is to survive until then. I can't let Arkwid kill me here.
やっぱり、シキはそうでなくちゃ。あなたはどんな時でも強がりを言っていた。自分の状態を把握した上で、できもしないことを達成するために本気で自分の命を使っていた。
He's something else.
だから私も確信していたわ。あなたは簡単にロアにはならない。塔の指揮という意志が残っているうちは最後まであなたのままなんだって。
Arkwid's voice is almost cheerful. She exudes danger, but there's no animosity in it. Perhaps she's just decided to kill me at her leisure, but it seems more like she's genuinely enjoying our conversation. Come to think of it, this park means a lot to us. We used to meet up here, swore to work together here. Neither of us wants to sully those memories. That's one line we've yet to cross. In which case, there may still be room for a peaceful resolution. If I can somehow convince Arkwid to back down, I might have half a chance of making it until morning. Yeah, we'll see.
そこまで信じてるんなら、もう放っておいてくれ。ロアとは俺がきっちり型をつける。結果はどうなるにしろ、必ず息の根を止めて。
Yeah, you talk a big game, but oh no.
俺たちならそれができるんだ。だから、お前はこのまま。
帰れっていうのなら聞かない。
Yeah, no, that wasn't gonna happen.
シキが当てにしているのは教会の連中でしょ。あいつらにロアを封印されるのはお断りよ。
Yeah, then you'd be without your power. Actually, wouldn't it be in the church's best interest if they were able to separate Roa from Shiki? Wouldn't it be in their best interest to give him over to Arkwid? Because they know that if she doesn't get him that part of her power back soon, she'll lose it completely. Like, she's already kind of there almost, but too much longer without it and it'll be too late. Like, you'd think they would know it's in their best interest to give him over, otherwise they would have a berserk Arkwid, which would not be good in any way, shape, or form.
ロアを処分するのは自分の力を取り戻すためでもある。だからね、ロアを内包した人間は私の手で始末をつけないと意味がないわ。
バカ、それだって意味がないぞ。ロアの転生体を殺したところで奴は生き続ける。 お前が奴に与えちまった血だって戻らな。
What you saying, Shiki?
私が与えた血が何？
Yeah, might want to rethink. My words stop dead in my throat. Every muscle in my body tenses. It's like my consciousness has been forcibly ejected from my body and wrested out of my control. Death just breathed down my neck. I came very close to pressing Arkwood's berserk button.
ロアに取られた力だって。
Yeah. Correct yourself there, Shiki.
全部はね。でも封印と転生は別よ。今封印されたら力を横取りされたままだけど、殺して転生させてしまえばロアは私から力を引き出さない。
fair.
たった10年程度のことだけど気持ちは落ち着くの。人間だって自分の小指を他人に使われたら嫌でしょ。それと同じよ。
I get it now. Killing me won't sever Arkwood and Roa's connection, but it would render it inert, at least for the time he spends gestating inside his new host. That's why she has to wait until he awakens before seeking him out, and why she keeps killing him in the absence of a more permanent solution. And I am no exception. Every moment she leaves Roa's host alive is another moment Roa can use her powers as his own. Killing them won't solve the root of the problem, but it's better than allowing Roa free reign.
そうかよ。
No, there isn't.
どうしても。
I'm a dead man walking.
でもね、シキ。あなたの中にいるロアの波動は弱々しいわ。きっとあいつは胎児から始めないとその人間になり変われない。私に
Yeah.
転生体を潰されてなんとかあなたの中に転移したのはいいけど、それが限界。ロアとあなたは意識こそ溶け合うものの完全に上書きされることはない。
完全には上書きされない。
ええ、ロアの純度はますます下がるでしょう。それなら殺すまでもない。私はロアに奪われた力が私の下で動きそ
And
れでいい
here
んだから。
comes the proposition. She doesn't need to kill Roa? No. But then why is she here? And why is she staring at me with such apprehension? Oh, you'll see.
わからないな。何が言いたいんだ。
She's saying she wants your body. I mean, not quite in those words, but essentially it means she wants your body. Yeah.
あなたに
Just.
私の
Yeah,
しもべになれと言っているのよ。
yeah. My brain goes blank and my lungs freeze. For once, not because she's intimidating me. She really means it. I can feel the weight of what she's asking, hanging behind every single word. I grip my teeth, bite back the tears welling in my eyes. It's over. What's been said can't be unsaid. Any chance of reconciliation died with those words. The friendship we shared is gone, never to return. All I can do now is accept the loss.
私、本気だから。返事を聞かせて。
You know, Arkwood. I hear something unthinkable in her voice. She's nervous. Ooh. Ooh. My worst headache yet explodes behind my eyes. Inside me, Roa rails against Arkwood's request. Whether his anger is born of disappointment with her, or envy of me, I can't tell.
私のしもべになるのなら、ロアの侵食は
I
止
mean,
め
it's
て
a
あげる。
pretty good proposition, I can't lie.
それで今までの塔の式の生活はおしまい。これからは夜の世界に生きるものになるけど、あなたのあり方は維持されるわ。そのままじゃあなたは大なり小なり自分が失われるんだから、考えるまでもないと思うけど。
Well, I mean, it's not guaranteed we'll lose ourselves, but...
簡単に言ってくれるな。 どうやってロアを抑え込むって言うんだよ。お前は
She's not. You will. After she gives you strength.
あら、ロアを止められるのはあなただけよ、シキ。
Mm-hmm.
けどその方法ではシキ自身も死んでしまう。
Mm-hmm.
だから私の方法はシキ自身を強くするだけ。
Mm-hmm.
あなたがロアより強い心を持てば、ロアがどう暴れようと関
She's
係ないでしょ。
making real good points. Another hammer blow strikes my head. Roa's thrashing about inside my brain. Do not let her fool you, he screams. She'll turn you into her plaything. I mean, would being Arkwit's plaything when she clearly likes us be that bad? I mean, really, really, would it be that bad? I mean, you know, I don't know. It could be pretty nice, actually. You never know. I heave a deep breath. I mean, I would accept it. I don't believe Roa for a second, but right now, Arkwid might be just as much of a threat. She seems unbalanced. Anything she suggests is unlikely to be reasonable by human standards, but she's not human right now. She says she'll make me strong enough to resist Roa's influence, but what if that means numbing me to everything else, too? I take off my glasses. Here we go. With my other hand, I draw my knife from my pocket. I pop out the blade and raise it in front of my face.
シキ。
お断りだ。俺はお前のものになんかなら
Wait, wait, isn't that where the choice was supposed to be? Or is it...
そっか。仕方ないな。なら力つくね。
Her boots clack on the stone pavement.
あなたには殺されたこともあるし、一度お返しをしてあげなくっちゃって思ってたんだ。
Her pale figure surges towards me with a burst of wind? I don't have a second to hesitate, to think through my options. By the time my brain catches up, I'm battling for my life against the one person I never wanted to fight. Sparks fly as my knife clashes against Arkwid's claws. Instinct is all that saves me from death as her beautiful form surges forward beneath the golden moon. Again, our weapons glance off each other. I can't even follow her movements. Again, I don't sense any lethal intent behind her blows. Yeah, she's just trying to make you see reason, quote unquote. But she doesn't need that to tear me limb from limb. Yeah. Again, my body moves of its own accord. My mind might as well be blank. I'm like a robot, mindlessly deflecting Arkwid's strikes in pursuit of my prime directive, survival. That's my prime directive too. My lips curl into a sardonic smile. Repulsive as it is, I must be mostly vampire already. Practically unkillable while the sun's down, with physical abilities no human could match. I'm starting to see what Noelle found so appealing. This dizzying freedom would loosen anyone's attachment to their human morals and values. But it's not enough. Even freed from the constraint of thinking, my body can't keep up with Arkwid's frenzied assault. My only real weapon, my eyes, can't help me here. Yeah, because she doesn't have any lines to begin with. I can't hurt Arkwid when she has no lines of death. It's like she once told me, as long as the moon is high, the very concept of death doesn't exist for her. My knife is brushed aside. I can't quite avoid the blow bearing down on my shoulder. Fortunately, Arkwid hits me with her palm, not her claws, but that's the smallest of mercies. Yeah, it still probably breaks your shoulder. The impact still launches me high into the air. With an ungainly landing, I ready my knife once more. My back is to the wall here, but I still can't see a way out. No matter how hard I squint, I can't make out any lines of death. My throat is burning. My heart's on the verge of exploding. Only now do I realize, struck with terror by Arkwood's crimson eyes, I've been drawing shallow breaths ever since I arrived. Yeah, I don't have a chance. By contrast, she isn't even out of breath. Pretty insensitive when I'm shutting down from oxygen deprivation over here.
本当に強情ね。それだけの強さがあるんなら、さっさとロアを殺してしまえばよかったのに。
Yeah, this is what bothered me before, right? Like, she could have, like, just talked to him and given him, like, the information on how he could have done it himself. But she was so... Again, I get it's because she wanted Roa, the power back from Roa. I get it, right? But... And she didn't know if fully killing him with Shiki's power would make it so she got her power back. Which I don't think it does. But... Does it? Actually, I don't remember. Does it? Does the power go back to her if Shiki kills him? I want to say no. But... I don't recall. My chest heaves as I finally drink in air. Apparently even vampires need oxygen to make use of their blood reserves. I had no idea. Maybe. It would be like sticking a knife in my own heart. If I were to do that, Roa would probably die. And both Arkwood and Ciel would be free of his shadow. But there's no way of knowing what that would do to me. I'm not even sure if I can see my own lines of death. Or whether I'd be capable of cutting them. But more to the point... But I guess even if that power didn't go back to her, right? It would still be like it being inert, like when he's gestating, right? Inside the new hosts. Like he just wouldn't be a drain on Arkwood anymore. Like she might not get that power back, but she also wouldn't be getting drained by an outside force. Which is still better, I guess. I hiss with irritation as I finally catch my breath. That strong, huh? How strong would that be? I suppose sacrificing one's own life as an act of resistance takes strength of a sort, regardless of the morality of it all.
呆れた。そこまで吸血鬼の体になっているのに、まだ人間の基準から抜け出せていないなんて。でもまあ、しょうがないか。人間は停止したら治らないんだもの。そう簡単に考えは変わらないわよね。
Yeah. Arkwood's voice is tinged with disappointment and pity. It doesn't feel like she's trying to mock or provoke me. Rather, it sounds like she's trying to point out something important that I've missed.
あなたがその目をもう一段階深く理解すれば、 魂だけを仕留めることだってでき
Then
る。
help us! Like,
魂を失った肉体は存在指針をなくして停止してしまうけど、それはあくまで二次的な結果。吸血鬼であれば肉体は生きてさえいれば蘇生する。あとはどちらの魂が生き残るか。一人分の死の点と二重になっている魂。なら死に絶えるのは意志が弱い方だと思わない？
待て、ちょっと待って、それはどういう？
Yes, Shiki. You could theoretically stab yourself and live and kill him.
ダメ、待ったげない。
Again, it still bothers. Like, I get Arquid's stubborn as hell and wants Shiki. And ideally would want the power back itself. But like, if she's willing to kill him, if he doesn't become her servant, then why not go that route of like telling him exactly what to do and helping him get a better understanding of his eyes? Like, then you could potentially have him live and Arquid darts forward like a thunderbolt. I still can't keep pace with her physically, but I've gotten a feel for her speed. Have you? Though I know this on the other end doesn't turn out too great. Well, yeah, but like, I don't know. I feel like with her help, he could live through that without CL having to give up her life. I don't know. Maybe it's... I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I lash out with my knife the instant she vanishes from sight. And does nothing. Its point skitters off her shapely nose. As I feared, without the lines of death, I can't even scratch her. She's tough in her own right, but it's my own weakness that's the real problem. With Flov's physical and magical capabilities, I might have sent her reeling at least. She comes at me with an imperious overarm swing, wide open and purposely slow. It's obvious she's going easy on me, daring me to challenge her. I'd be crazy to stand here and keep trying to trade blows with Arquid when I have no hope of landing one. Yeah, sure. Her bear's paw of a swing buffets the air in front of my face as I leap backwards. I blink in surprise. I only meant to hop back half a meter or so, but I've thrown myself about 5. Thanks for the faith. It was me who wasn't giving her enough credit. That clumsy swipe wasn't meant to slash, but to launch. I realized this as I noticed a visible wall of wind closing in on me. It's the same manipulation of natural forces she used to decimate the undead. A whisper in the back of my mind remarks that without any magical defenses, I'll be wrung out like a wet rag. But the warning comes too late to make a difference. The impending shockwave fills my vision. It'll catch me if I try to dodge backwards or sideways. There's only one way out, up. And that's just what she wanted you to do. As soon as the thought forms, my legs propel me into the air. I cry out in surprise. Unexpectedly high doesn't even begin to describe it. I can see the entire fountain square below me. I must have jumped at least 10 meters straight up. Pretty dope. A voice comes from above. I'm not even given the chance to be startled. Yeah, there you go. And pin. A brutal punch sends me crashing back to earth. Playtime's over, Aqua seems to say, as she plants a haymaker square in my chest. My back smacks hard against the ground. That's not the pin? Oh, okay. Arkwood's not even close to being done with her punching bag. She follows up with a series of even weightier blows. 1 strike, 2 strikes, 3 strikes, 4. By the time the 5th comes around, I have nothing left to block with. Well, of course, it was stupid to expect otherwise. Alright, I'm gonna skip because I'm actually kind of running out of time. So I should have just skipped that whole thing. But let's do it. Okay, I can't turn my back on her. I got 20 minutes. We know. She's let her guard down. The armor of her perfection is cracking. I can hear the desperation in her voice. But that's all the more reason not to agree. I can't let her do this. Not because I resent her for it, but because she's making a critical mistake. No, we don't hate you. We don't. She gazes earnestly into my eyes. Pinned underneath her, all I can do is stare back. Fiercely enough to set my mind aflame. At what until now, I was trying not to see. A snapping sound echoes deep within my head. This time it's not the sound of my skull fracturing, but my brain ripping itself apart, or itself ripping apart. I stare at her as though this was the last moment of quiet left in the world. Her entire form is too much to take in. Instead, I hone my gaze on a single point, there at the weak, vulnerable midpoint between her heart and mind. Yeah? Her eyes widen with delight. To her, my words surely shone brighter than the brightest star. But I'm sorry, Arkwood. My confession meant nothing? An admission of love under threat of death won't bring you the happiness you seek. Once a moonlit flower smiled at me with the night at her back. If my feelings for her are true, my forehead burns through the molten slurry that was once my brain. Wait, we're still gonna... I make out a solitary line of death. No. Really? Arkwood's eyes blaze with sudden fury, but before she can act on it, Really? Really? My knife traces the line across her throat. We still went here, huh? Interesting. Okay, so we're seeing CL get hit there. A shadow flits above the muted activity of the residential district. The executor races through the city at breakneck speed, tracing a path through its forgotten corners where only the birds hold vigil. Her face is drawn, her breathing ragged. Executor CL would face down a dead apostle without batting an eyelid, but the trepidation she feels now is far beyond that. From roof to roof she leaps. From building to building she bounds. She eschews the terrestrial route, barreling through the night sky as the crow flies toward the source of this fearful presence. She only noticed the change a few minutes prior. It happened on her way back from the church. As her taxi pulled off the freeway and into Soya, She sensed something irreversible had happened to the young man in her care. The city below is sound asleep. No magecraft or curse suffuses the air. The magical energy in the atmosphere feels broadly ordinary. But a pervasive wrongness shrouds the town nonetheless. She can feel it on her skin. Like a cocoon. Like a veil. An unthinkably powerful presence is twisting reality, as though forcing it to conform with some great will. It is said, a true ancestor's thought is the world's command. In the records of the church, she has read of such mystics. I don't know. What is he playing at? In her growing apprehension, she curses her superior. Though she may not trust him, acting Prelate Mario is her only remaining ally. Or was, until he went silent. Yeah, Ark would, His executors, too, have made no move. The news that they were retired from duty the previous night has yet to reach her. Okay, that makes sense. She hides her churning thoughts beneath a calm veneer. What's happening on this night, she has no way to know. As to who is responsible, however, she has no doubt. To some extent, she expected this. That her mortal enemy might come to claim her life in one last hunt. Channeling her unease into greater speeds, she streaks toward the true ancestor at the epicenter of the wrongness. She could reroute to retrieve her seventh holy scripture, but her mind banishes the thought. Every instinct screams that if she employs her usual cold efficiency and prioritizes victory over her charge's life, she'll lose all she holds dear. Probably a good call. Her magically augmented vision picks out her target. She can still make it. She still has time. But just as the light of hope kindles in her eyes... That seems not good. What was... Alright! An impossibility bars her way. Really? Now is when you make... Okay. To the side of a building it clings. A grotesque silhouette poised motionless on the face of a concrete wall. Its skin is tough yet supple, supple like leather or tree bark. Its abdomen is grossly distended. 6 legs sprout from its tumescent gut. A mass of claws, or perhaps fangs, grows from its shoulder, so large they could be a dinosaur's. Its lower body resembles that of a spider. Its upper body is almost human. Yeah, I wonder why. The 8 eyes that dot its face are unmistakably arachnoid. Yet strangest of all, a muddled awareness oozes from the aberration, one that's neither murderous nor hostile. Perhaps it's from the shock of the encounter, or simply the monster's grotesque form. But in this moment, CL senses that catastrophe is inevitable. Well, that's a real damn shame. Oh. The fight's over within a minute. Oh, okay. Sure. CL held nothing back in the truest sense. Abandoning her human values, her most foundational principles of war, and even the basic notion of survival, she devoted herself completely to eliminating her foe. In other words, hell-bent on mutual destruction, She fights until both she and her enemy are a bloody ruin. Yeah, but only one of them can regenerate from literally anything. Interesting effects to show it being... Alright. The monstrosity bursts apart, or rather fragments, and begins to disintegrate from the outside in. Ciel's black keys laid its hulking form to waste. Water. "96% of its surface area has been pierced, scorched, blasted off, or otherwise prevented from regenerating." An arm lock tore off its colossal left arm. And a 50-ton bare-knuckle impact to its unprotected breastbone finished it off. Okay, I knew Ciel was strong, but 50-ton? What? What do you mean 50 tons? Despite its presumable immortality, the sheer extent of the damage left the beast no choice but to retreat. Its fate was sealed the moment Ciel, a true immortal capable of unlimited regeneration, drew it into a contest of endurance. Yeah, no, he was outclassed in the regeneration category. Ciel, however, does not escape unscathed. The creature inflicted no damage to her body, but it leaves her spirit in rags.
今のは一体
No. Nature could not have birthed such a beast. Some dead apostles find amusement in transfiguring humans with infusions of their blood, but not to that extent. It could only be a parting gift from Roa. Yeah, just Roa. Perhaps he spent one of his many lives researching the fusion of humans and animals. A fist seems to close around her heart at the thought. What if she were to plumb the depths of Roa's knowledge? Might she learn to produce similar... no.
そんなことより
As blood surges once more through her freshly regenerated body, she reminds herself of her mission. This nameless monstrosity is only a distraction. Her true foe is the most sublime of all destinies. A beautiful beast locked in battle with the one she cherishes most.
お願いトーナ君
We're holding on! The Executor again takes to the air. A world unto itself envelops Soya like a cage. And none know better than she the unimaginable despair it portends. Okay, oh god. I hate doing this, but I gotta stop right there. But we should finish next time. Next time we're 100% gonna go through everything from here onward. But that was good. That was weird though. I don't really like the spider section because he comes across like an external influence in the route change, but he's not. Meaning it's implied that she encounters him in the normal end too, right? Or do you mean like route is in from Arkwood to here? Because yeah, it would make sense that Arak was still doing stuff. Oh, is the 6 hours from here onward? Oh. All right, maybe not. Maybe not next. We'll see. Actually, maybe. Hang on, let me check. What? I want to see what temperature it's gonna be on Sunday. Because if it's a decent temp, it'll hit 99 degrees on Sunday. If it was low 90s and it wasn't gonna get unbearably hot in here, I might consider it, but at the very top end of the 90s, I don't know. I would be miserable. Unless I started really early, like 8 a.m., so 2.5 hours earlier than I started today. But that just, probably not. Because that'd be literally like right after I woke up. I couldn't do that. Like I would wake up and have like 10 minutes to. Yeah, no, it's probably not gonna happen. Oh yeah, she did have 7. Right, she did have 7 in the other route. Yeah. You're right. Interesting how it doesn't. That's kind of fascinating then, because you'd think the spider would have shown up. Interesting. I wonder how they. Because they could have easily had the spider show up to. At the school, maybe, to. I don't know. I think it's probably for the best they didn't have the spider in the normal end at all, but I'm just trying to think, how would they have incorporated him if they did have him, though? It would have had to have been at the school. But, like, it would have no reason to intervene. I don't know. The alternative is that she do it for 7 and off screen to the spider because we don't see CL until she. Yeah. I feel like that. Yeah, no, I feel like her still ending up killing the spider in normal end, we just don't see it, has to be the case. Otherwise, it's like, why didn't it appear, right? It's just, it's way too. It would cause way too much of an inconsistency between the endings, I guess. So it has to, yeah, I'm guessing that's gonna be my headcanon, I guess, is after she grabbed 7 and started heading back this way, she ran into it, and with 7, she just, like, one-hit it. And so it only slowed her down by, like, 10 seconds. But even that feels kind of weird, but that would have to be the case. I don't know. Because, again, otherwise it's just too messy. Like, well, like what is, like, what's it doing otherwise, right? Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but no. Anyway, like I said, though, I do have to stop. That ding from my phone was them wondering, like, probably wondering, like, hey, you ready? So, yeah. But that was fascinating. I'm I really don't know what they're gonna do for this true end, to be honest. I but yeah, I don't know. Because I doubt it's gonna be a menage a trois ending, like the good end from the original. So we'll see. But yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, I plan to finish this, or not. Sorry, not probably not finish it. We'll continue it on Sunday, and then Friday we're gonna do the Grand Order, First Order anime watch along. So that should be fun. Probably. But yeah, I'll catch you later. Peace.